Most people think about the sticker price when they buy a truck. Maybe they calculate the monthly payment. Maybe they check the fuel economy rating on the window sticker. But the sticker price is not what a truck costs. The real cost is depreciation, insurance, fuel, maintenance, repairs, tires, and the slow erosion of your bank account that happens every single month you own the vehicle. These are 5 trucks that are robbing you blind right now, and most of their owners have no idea how much money they are actually losing. Number 1 will shock you. Number 5, Ram 1500 loaded trims. The Ram 1500 is a phenomenal truck in many ways. The interior is the best in the full-size segment. The ride quality is unmatched thanks to the available rear air suspension. The Hurricane engine delivers impressive power, but the loaded trims of the Ram are quietly robbing their owners through a combination of heavy depreciation, high insurance costs, and electronics reliability issues that generate expensive out-of-warranty repairs. Ram dealers entered late 2024 with a 142-day supply of trucks on their lots. That kind of oversupply crushes resale value. If you bought a loaded Laramie or limited trim at full sticker, you lost a significant percentage of that investment the moment you drove off the lot, and the depreciation has not slowed down. Consumer Reports ranks the Ram 1500 last among full-size trucks for reliability in 2026, citing problems with in-car electronics, display failures, and instrument cluster malfunctions. The Uconnect infotainment system, while excellent when it works, has generated persistent complaints about freezing, rebooting, and losing connectivity. These are not cheap fixes. A failed instrument cluster or infotainment module replacement at the dealer can run $1,000 to $2,500 out of warranty. Insurance premiums on loaded Ram trucks are higher than the segment average because of the high replacement cost of the technology features packed into the cabin. The 12-inch touchscreen, the available heads-up display, and the digital gauge cluster all increase the cost to repair or replace after an accident. Add in the premium fuel requirement for the Hurricane engine and the higher oil change costs compared to the old Hemi, and the monthly cost of owning a loaded Ram 1500 adds up faster than most buyers realize. Number 4, Chevrolet Silverado 1500, higher trims. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 is one of the best-selling vehicles in America. It is also one of the most expensive to maintain over 10 years according to multiple cost of ownership analyses. CarEdge estimates that the Silverado 1500 costs significantly more than the Toyota Tundra or Ford F-150 in long-term maintenance and repair costs. And that was before the 6.2-liter V8 recall that has affected over 721,000 trucks and SUVs. The higher trims are where the Silverado really starts to rob you. A 2026 Silverado High Country or RST with the 6.2 can push past $70,000 on the lot. Insurance on a fully loaded Silverado is above the segment average. The 10-speed automatic transmission, which GM co-developed with Ford, has generated ongoing complaints about harsh shifting, shuddering, and reliability concerns. A transmission rebuild or replacement on the 10-speed runs $4,000 to $7,000. The Super Cruise hands-free driving system, while impressive, requires a paid subscription after the trial period. That is money you pay every month for a feature that was included in the purchase price of the truck. Depreciation on the Silverado has accelerated as GM approaches the 2027 redesign. Buyers who paid full price for a 2024 or 2025 Silverado are watching their truck's value drop faster than expected because the market knows a completely new model with new engines is around the corner. That is tens of thousands of dollars in value disappearing from your driveway. The Silverado is a capable truck, but at the higher trims with the premium engine options, it is one of the most expensive full-size trucks to own over a 5-year period. Number 3. Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator was one of the most anticipated trucks of the last decade when it launched. A Wrangler with a bed, off-road capability that no other mid-size truck could match, removable doors and roof for open-air driving. The concept was perfect. The ownership costs are not. The Gladiator is one of the most expensive mid-size trucks to own in America when you factor in fuel, insurance, tires, and maintenance over a 5-year period. Fuel economy is the first hit. The Gladiator's aerodynamics are essentially a brick wall. The 3.6-liter Pentaster 5.6 delivers reasonable power but struggles to return better than 18 miles per gallon in combined driving. Many owners report 15 to 16 in real-world conditions. That adds up to well over $2,000 a year in fuel costs. Tires are another hidden expense. The Gladiator runs 33-inch or larger tires on most trims, and a set of quality all-terrain or mud-terrain tires in that size runs $1,200 to $1,600 tires installed. Those tires wear faster than standard highway tires because of the weight of the truck and the aggressive tread patterns. Insurance on the Gladiator is higher than competing mid-sized trucks because of the soft top and removable door design, which increase the risk of theft and weather damage claims. Maintenance costs are above the mid-sized truck average, and depreciation has been brutal since 2020. Gladiator sales have dropped year after year as the excitement faded and prices climbed into territory that buyers could not justify. Stellantis has cut prices on Wrangler trims to bring them back below $50,000. But many Gladiator owners who bought in 2021 or 2022 at pandemic pricing are sitting on significant negative equity. The Gladiator is an incredible off-road machine, but as a daily driver and financial asset, it is robbing its owners blind. Number 2. GMC Hummer EV Pickup. The GMC Hummer EV Pickup is one of the most expensive trucks to own in every measurable category. It costs the most to insure of any truck on the market at $4,585 per year, according to insure.com data for 2026. It has one of the worst depreciation curves of any modern truck. Consumer Reports gives it a predicted reliability score of 2 out of 5, and the purchase price starts at over $80,000 for the base model, with loaded versions exceeding $110,000. The Hummer EV weighs over 9,000 pounds, which creates a cascade of ownership costs that most buyers do not anticipate. Tires rated for that weight are expensive and wear faster than standard truck tires. Brakes work harder because of the mass and need replacement more frequently. Insurance companies price the Hummer EV as a high-risk vehicle because the repair costs after even a minor collision are astronomical. The aluminum body panels, specialized battery housing, and massive Ultium battery pack all require specialized tools and dealer-level expertise to service. Depreciation is where the Hummer EV truly robs its owners. Early adopters who paid over the sticker price in 2022 and 2023 have watched their trucks lose $30,000 to $40,000 or more in value as demand collapsed and GM cut production targets. The used market is flooded with Hummer EVs that sellers cannot move. Electric truck demand across the industry has cratered, and the Hummer's combination of extreme weight, limited range under load, and six-figure pricing makes it one of the hardest vehicles to resell in the current market. You can find used Hummer EV pickups for $50,000 to $60,000 below their original MSRP. That means someone lost the equivalent of a new Toyota Tacoma in depreciation alone. Number 1. Tesla Cybertruck. The Tesla Cybertruck is the single biggest financial trap in the truck market right now. It robs its owners through depreciation, insurance, repair costs, and the ongoing discovery that the truck they bought does not live up to the promises that were made when they put down their deposit. Sales collapsed 48% in 2025. 6 recalls have covered nearly every unit built since late 2023. Production in early 2026 is running at roughly 5,000 units per quarter, a fraction of the 250,000 per year that Elon Musk originally projected. This is not a truck that is underperforming expectations. This is a truck that has failed to deliver on nearly every promise that was made during its unveiling. When the Cybertruck was first revealed in 2019, Musk promised a starting price of $39,900 for a single-motor rear-wheel drive variant. That version was eventually launched years late and then quietly killed in the same year because demand was non-existent. The cheapest Cybertruck you can actually buy in 2026 costs nearly $60,000, more than 50% above the original promised price. Buyers who reserved one in 2019, expecting an affordable electric truck, waited years and then discovered that the truck they were offered bore almost no resemblance to the truck they were promised in terms of price, specifications, or delivery timeline. Insurance on the Cybertruck averages $4,415 per year, making it the second most expensive truck to insure in America behind the Hummer EV. That is nearly $2,000 more per year than insuring a Ford F-150 or Toyota Tundra. The reason is simple. The stainless steel body panels are extremely expensive to repair after even minor dents and dings. Traditional body shops cannot work on the Cybertruck because the stainless steel requires specialized tools, techniques, and materials that conventional collision repair facilities do not have. Only Tesla-approved repair facilities can service the body, and wait times for cosmetic and collision repairs stretch into weeks or months. Some owners have reported waiting 3 months or longer for a bumper repair that would take a week on a conventional truck. The build quality issues compound the insurance problem. Owners have reported premature rust and corrosion on the stainless steel panels, which Tesla marketed as being resistant to corrosion. Orange rust spots appearing on a truck that was specifically designed around the durability of its exterior material is not a minor cosmetic issue. It is a fundamental failure of the product to deliver on its core selling point. Panel gaps wide enough to fit a finger through have been documented across multiple units, allowing water, dust, and debris to enter the body. Doors that open by themselves while driving have triggered safety recalls. Wiper motors that fail in rain have triggered additional recalls. The Cybertruck has accumulated more recalls in its first 2 years of production than some truck models accumulate in an entire generation. Depreciation has been savage. Tesla has slashed prices repeatedly, launching a new all-wheel drive model under $60,000 and cutting the Cyberbeast by $15,000. Every price cut devalues every Cybertruck already on the road. An owner who paid $80,000 for their Cybertruck in 2024 is now watching Tesla sell a comparable configuration for $15,000 to $20,000 less. That is not normal market depreciation. That is the manufacturer actively destroying the resale value of its own customers' vehicles through aggressive price cuts designed to stimulate demand that is no longer there organically. The resale market reflects the damage. Used Cybertrucks are selling for well below their original purchase price, and in many cases below the current new price, because buyers would rather configure a new one than take the risk on a used unit with unknown history and no traditional dealer inspection process. The political backlash against Musk has driven additional buyers away from the brand entirely. Multiple publications have documented a measurable decline in Tesla purchase intent that correlates with Musk's increased public profile and polarizing political involvement. For a truck that was already struggling with demand, losing buyers over brand perception is a crisis that no price cut can solve. The Cybertruck promised to be a revolution. Instead, it has become one of the biggest automotive flops in modern history. It costs more to insure than almost any truck on the road. It costs more to repair than any truck on the road. It depreciates faster than almost any truck on the road. And it has a reliability record that includes 6 recalls across every major system in its first 2 years of existence. The total cost of owning a Cybertruck over 5 years, when you add the purchase price, insurance premiums, depreciation losses, and repair costs, is projected to exceed the cost of owning virtually any other truck in the full-size segment, including trucks that cost more on the sticker. You are paying more money for a worse ownership experience than you would get from a Ford, Toyota, Ram, or Chevrolet. The Cybertruck is not just robbing its owners, it is picking their pockets, running up their credit cards, and leaving them with a vehicle that is worth dramatically less than what they paid for it. That is why it is number 1 on this list. 5 trucks. 5 different ways to lose tens of thousands of dollars in ways the dealer never mentioned. The Ram 1500 in loaded trims loses value through oversupply, electronics failures, and premium fuel costs. The Silverado 1500 at the higher trim stacks, massive recall concerns on top of above average maintenance costs, and accelerating depreciation ahead of a full redesign. The Jeep Gladiator drains you through terrible fuel economy, expensive tires, and years of declining resale value. The Hummer EV costs more to insure than any truck in America while losing $30,000 to $40,000 in depreciation, and the Tesla Cybertruck is the most expensive truck to own in every category that matters while delivering the worst reliability in the segment. The lesson is simple: never buy a truck based on the sticker price alone. Calculate the insurance, research the depreciation curve, look up the maintenance costs, factor in the fuel, add the tire costs, check the reliability score, and only then decide whether the truck is actually worth what it costs to own, not just what it costs to buy. The trucks that save you the most money over 5 and 10 years are rarely the flashiest or the most expensive. They are the ones built with proven powertrains, strong resale value, and ownership costs that stay predictable year after year. Buy smart. Your future self will thank you. That wraps up 5 trucks that are robbing you blind. Drop a comment with the truck that has cost you the most money to own and what surprised you the most about the ownership costs. Subscribe for more honest truck content built on real financial data and real ownership experience. We will see you in the next one.